Hello learners, my name is Teacher Jonathan and welcome to EasyElimu Learning Simplified. In our lesson for today, grade 4 mathematics, we are still working with 2D shapes and today we'll be identifying the line of symmetry, the lines of symmetry. And in the lines of symmetry, I would like first to have this question: how can you identify 2D shapes? How can you identify 2D shapes? And in our previous lesson, we learned how to identify these 2D shapes in our environment. We identified them actually, the 2D shapes in our environment. Now, in our pairs, learners, can you help us to just remind ourselves some of these 2D shapes? I start with Victor. Some of these 2D shapes, we said, Victor, we have a square. Good. A square is a 2D shape. Remember we said it has a width and a height. Those are the 2D shapes. Victoria, and other. Yes, a triangle. A triangle was also a 2D shape. And the last one that we identified was which one, Tom? We had a rectangle. Now, join me and identify these features. Can you identify this feature? This is a triangle that we had learned. Can you identify this feature also? It is a rectangle feature. And the last one is a square feature. That is a square 2D shape. Now, let me try with the first one. Now, everybody in your groups just pick the square feature. I have this square feature with me. Not a square feature, but a triangular feature. A triangular feature. It is a triangular feature or a triangular paper cutout. This paper cutout bearing the shape of a triangle. Do you have it in your group? Now, can you fold it into 2 equal parts? Can you try to fold it into 2 equal parts? Can you try to fold it? I will be folding mine. Can you fold yours? I'll be folding mine to make sure it has, or I get 2 equal parts. And make sure you fold properly. Do not miss that you are folding. Yes, like that. Now it has this feature. It looks like this. It looks like this. Remember we have said it has 2 sides. It has these 2 sides. So now, if you look at this side, it's almost equal. Or it is equal to the other side. This side is equal to this side. This side is equal to this side. Let me try to open it. I open it. And you can see my demarcation. This is where I folded. This is where I had folded my manila paper or the paper cutout. Can I place it on the table? This is where I had folded. And you can see it is also accepting to be folded. So this line dividing this paper cutout into 2 equal parts, we call it line of symmetry. This line dividing this paper cutout into 2 equal parts is called the line of symmetry. Now, if I try to fold it like this side, it's almost, or it is equal to this other side. So it has happened because of this line of symmetry. The line that divides these 2 into 2 equal parts is called line of symmetry. Now, can we try to fold another paper cutout? Let us try to fold another paper cutout. With me, I have a paper cutout in a rectangular shape. A paper cutout in a rectangular shape. I've just looked for a bigger one than this, a rectangular paper cutout. Now, in our groups, remember, it is a teamwork. We are working together. If you had folded the first time, give this to your partner in the groups to fold. Now, can we look for the line of symmetry for this rectangular paper cutout? Just fold and identify the line of symmetry. Now, I will also be folding mine to have the line of symmetry. I will also be folding mine to have the line of symmetry. And as you can see, I folded mine. Now, this side, if I can call it side A, if I can write it side A, this side and the other side, side B. I've written it like that, side B. I have two sides, side B and the other side is side A. Do they look the same? They are equal. They are equal. This side and this side. You can see the edges are the same. The edges are the same. The edges are the same. And if I open it, now you will have a line here. You can see a line here. I can try to trace that line. Let me try to trace that line. This line looks like this. Let me try to trace it with some dashes. It looks like that. This line now, I've traced it. It has divided part A and B into two equal parts. Initially, I had one rectangular paper cutout. After folding it very well, being keen, I have come up with two smaller rectangulars from the big one. But they have been divided by, this is where now if I want to divide them into two, I can cut it. So this place where I can cut it is what I'm calling the line of symmetry. The line of symmetry. So line of symmetry divides it divides 2D shapes into two equal parts. Into two equal parts. It divides 2D shapes into two equal parts. Remember, we had identified the 2D shapes, the rectangle, the square, and the triangle. It divides the line, the 2D shape into two equal parts. Now, can you work out the remaining 2D shape, the square? And with me, I had come with a bigger one. Now, can you try to fold the one you have on your table so that you can have a 2D shape? Now, look up here. Before we go to the square, I can also fold this one also in another way to see whether I will get it. Maybe now I use this, I join this part and this part to see whether they can also be equal. It cannot be equal because now it is giving me something which is different. So I cannot have another line here. If I try to fold this one, I can only have this one. So a rectangle has only one line of symmetry. A rectangle has only one line of symmetry. That is very key. A rectangle has only one line of symmetry. A rectangle has one line of symmetry. One line of symmetry. A rectangle has one line of symmetry. Now, if you try to draw that rectangle here to show what we have done earlier, we had something of this sort, and our line of symmetry was somewhere here. So this is the line of symmetry. Now this line now, we call it line of symmetry. This is our line of symmetry. It has divided this rectangle into two equal parts, part A and part B. Now, before we go to the square, learners in our group, our triangle, we had gotten a line of symmetry. Can we try to come up with other lines of symmetry? Can we try to see whether we can have another line of symmetry? Try to fold. Try to fold, you see whether you can have another line of symmetry. And I will tell you whether we can have other line of symmetry or not. If you try to fold, this one is not giving us line of symmetry. And that is also good. Some triangles have more than one lines of symmetry, while others do not have lines of symmetry, whereas others have only one line of symmetry. So it will depend with the type of triangle that you have. But that we'll learn it in our coming lesson. But before we go to that, now can we go back to our square? Our square, our square. I had come with a bigger square. Now let us try to fold to see whether we'll have line of symmetry. Try to fold it into 2 equal parts. Try to fold it. You see whether you'll come up with 2 equal parts. Yeah, we have come with this because now this side is the same as this side. That is one way. We can also fold it in another way. Let us try this other way. You see whether we can have also another line of symmetry. You are folding yours also. You are folding yours. Good. We also have another line of symmetry here because this part and this part are the same. That is correct. Do we have another part of line of symmetry? Let us try to see. Let us try to see. Joining the diagonals, we see whether we can have another line. Very good. Even if we join our diagonals, we also have another line of symmetry. Our square forming something of this. This is the third line of symmetry. Let us try the other diagonal. We see whether it will also give us the same feature. Let us try to fold the other diagonal. We see whether we'll get the line of symmetry. And the line of symmetry, remember, we have said it divides the 2D shape into 2 equal parts. Correct. We have gotten another one. This side and this side are equal. So what you can learn from the square is a square has 4 lines of symmetry. A square bears 4 lines of symmetry. A square has 4 lines of symmetry. Let us try to write this one. A square has 4 lines of symmetry. 4 lines of symmetry. That is very unique. Lines of symmetry. This is very unique with a square. This is very unique with a square. It bears 4 lines of symmetry. We can try to trace it. You can just try to draw a sketch of that square. Remember, I said for it to be a square, all sides are equal. So for us to have the line of symmetry, I've said you can divide it into 2 equal parts like that. You can also divide it in this way. You can also divide it from this angle. And you can also trace it from this, for making it to have 4 lines of symmetry from a square. From a square. Learners, now, this is my task for you. How we have done it. How we have done it, it's just to identify the lines of symmetry. Now, can you try to work out the following? Try to work out the following. Number 1, in our task number 1, you are working out. You are working out. Trace your geometrical set. Number 1, trace geometrical set. Trace geometrical set on a piece of paper. And find the line of symmetry. And fold the paper to form line of symmetry. I've said trace your geometrical set on a piece of paper and fold it the way we have done ours, and try to look how many lines of symmetry can you get from that. That is task 1. Now, the other one, also, you can observe by tracing the blocks. You can look for your block, the blocks that you play with them at home. For example, I have one, I can trace one here. This is a block. You can trace a block like this on a piece of paper. Just put it, trace it, And now try to fold what you have traced to see whether you'll get the lines of symmetry. And this marks the end of our lesson for today. Have a wonderful time.